going to show you that the barracks here saying these are legal. Towing enforcement. Current customer tenant parking only. Authorized vehicle will be towed at owner's or operator expense 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A1 Towing Recovery 979-822-6040. This is not Stripe, a public street. These are public streets. They don't have one down there because this whole thing is a public street. It doesn't matter. This private park lot, they can put on all the private park lots all they want or in front of them, but they're not allowed to put it on a public street. Green and white is public. And here's the kicker about this. There's actually there's a few public parks in the barracks too. I'm going to just walk down here and I'm going to show you all the signs. And then I'm going to show you public park. Then I'm going to show you a sign before the public park say, we will tow you. I called up the barracks home. That's where the office is, and they did not take me seriously. Call up core enforcement and say, oh, they could put those signs there. That's my opinion. No, it's not my opinion. Fact is, these are illegal signs. They need to be coming down. This wasn't pulled up by the city. This was pulled up by the barracks. And they say they will not tow me on a public street. Okay, go for you. You shouldn't have those signs in the first place. Because it's a way to trick people. It's the barracks right there. Now again, tow truck companies around here will know to break the law all the time. When I see them tow a car, they just tow it. They don't fill out the paperwork first or nothing. You have to fill out the paperwork before you tow a car. Oh, you're gonna love this. This probably was a "we will tow you" sign. Then they had to take it down because besides this is a public street, as you could tell, they can, whole thing's public, it's still illegal. They had to take that sign down because this is all public. They only took one sign down. Now, this one could be considered legal because no street sign, and you go tell it's an alleyway, and this alleyway probably belongs to the barracks because they're the ones that maintain it. Let's look at Kimberly Lane, a public street again. Now, of course, it's legal to park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant, but here's the deal. Kimberly Lane, we will tow you. Current customer and tenant parking only. Again, who you think put that 500 there? Kimberly Lane, right there if you can't see it. Every sign they have here is illegal. They don't have a sign saying we will tow you on their own property. This is all on public property. And I bet you $1 that the government's not going to take down the signs at all. This is just a little bit rant, and just to show how these people at the Barrick Townhomes in College Station, Texas, right next to, this is Old Wellborn Road, are putting up illegal signs. Here, see the College Station storm drain. Again, current tenant parking only, A1 towing, and armored, a public street sign. For those who are tuning in, I'm just recording. See, right here, they don't even have a sign where we'll tell you, and this is probably private property right here, because this is an alleyway, and this could be determined as the barracks property. I am filming illegal signs right now. They're on public street. Cake right there. Again, another illegal towing sign. I'm right now on public sidewalk, passing an illegal towing sign. Again, all this are public parking right here with a legal towing sign. A private business cannot put up a "we will tow you" sign on public street. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter if they say they're not going to tow you. That's there to trick people. Again, there's a fire hydrant right here. See the College Station put that here. For those who tuning in, I'm just walking. Yeah, they check the temperature, but I want to say it's like 90 degrees. But I'm in Texas, and I'm used to the heat in Texas, so this ain't nothing to me. But again, I'm here to expose them for illegal signs, towing signs. There's one right there. There's a few around here on public street. And I called the code enforcement people. They said they're allowed to put them there. You know, the city's allowed to put them there. It's not city signs. They're "we will tow you" signs. Those are private signs. And people watching, sure, this is going to be a boring video. I don't care. This is exposing the corruption of the barracks townhomes, the corruption of College Station, City of College Station, because somebody told me it was my opinion those signs are illegal. You cannot put "we will tow you" signs on public property unless you're the city or the county that own the street. You cannot do that. You have to be a public official that does that. It cannot be a private business. Now I'm about to cross the street right now. Here's the dog park. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the heat, that's why. Okay, remember, if you actually rewind most of my video, it will literally show illegal "will tow you" signs. You know how I know this is public street? Right here. City of College Station. This is the public dog park. As in public street. By the way, you should actually not wear a mask at all outside, especially in Texas heat. You need all the oxygen you can get. I'm just trying to get out of the sun and make this a short video. But yeah, public park right here, dog park, which is public. And I talked to a few people that live here, and they think it's ridiculous with this "we will tow you" sign. Even they know it's illegal. People who live here know what they're doing is illegal. They look at me like, what I can do? I'm like, complain. Make an anonymous complaint to them. Make an anonymous complaint to the city. If everybody who lives here making complaint to the city, they're gonna listen up. You get at least 100 people calling you one day, they're gonna listen. I urge people at the Barracks Townhome in College Station, it's right next to Wellborn by the HEB, to call the City of College Station, talk to code enforcement, and tell them there are legal signs here, private signs on public street, saying that we will tow you. By the way, this is what your tax dollars pay for. I literally passed up so much garbage cans, overflowing dumpsters. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, you think trash is nice? Go ahead. And these are college kids' homes too. Like half of them they only live here right now. Okay, you see this where it doesn't say anything about towing by the city, so you can park right here. And we're coming out on a public park right now, and another one's the volleyball one. fire hydrant right here is public. City of College Station put this here. Here's a public volleyball court, which I never saw one by itself. But again, these are college kids. Everybody, I can barely read the comments. But you see this volleyball course? Guess what? City of College Station. This is a public park right next to a public street. Yet, it's private property signs on public property. I don't care what so-called opinion City of College Station has, the barracks has. These are public streets. You got to teach them like the public. And in Texas, you have to walk against the traffic, by the way. Traffic. If there's no sidewalk available. Okay, remember, public property. Volleyball court, which is public. You got a City of College Station manhole right here. Again, public. Here's the kicker. And somebody actually put duct tape right on that sign. I don't know who did. But literally says, towing enforcement. Current customer / tenant parking only. Unauthorized vehicles will be towed at owner's or operator's expense. 24 hours a day. 7 days a week. A1 towing and recovering 979-822-6043. And this whole thing is public park. It literally that's a public sign right there. It says no parking anytime. This is a public sign. This is a legal sign. This whole thing is no parking. But all right here is public, yet the barracks and A1 towing saying they can put signs anywhere they want on public. Again, I'm going to move back, and who's saying you put those light posts there too, and those electricity posts? This is all public. Actually, yes, it's actually it's called a public right-of-way. So yes, it's right in front of a street, a public street, on a public right-of-way. Even if it was right on that fence, right there, it will still be an illegal sign. You cannot tell a person not to park in public. It's as simple as that. And there's public parks. This is a way to trick people. And right here is City of College Station storm sewer drain right here. So what does that tell you? This whole thing, until that fence line right there, if you can see it, it's a public right of way. I'm allowed to be all right here, so I don't have to walk in the street. No. That's the thing. If I actually watch my video when I put this on YouTube, you will see in front of other public streets too. This doesn't mean here. This is a private sign, guys. This is a private sign. This wasn't pulled by the city. This was pulled by the barracks. They say, well, we will not tell you. No, these are illegal signs, and I want them taken down. And you can park in front of mailboxes actually. So I want to see the barracks take down these illegal signs, and I want to